Hey everyone, let's jump right into this breaking news explainer. Today, we're pulling from verified reporting over at londoner.news/Kaylee Hottle died to look at the incredibly tragic, totally unexpected passing of rising star Kaylee Hottle. We're going to unpack the facts of what happened, but also take a minute to really celebrate her monumental impact. But before we get into the heavy details of the incident itself, we really need to pause and recognize who exactly we lost here. A brilliant 18-year-old, someone who was quite literally already making cinematic history. Born in Atlanta, growing up in a multi-generational deaf family, she became this groundbreaking talent who ended up touching millions of lives all over the globe. Now, when we're looking at developing stories like this, accuracy and sensitivity are absolutely paramount. So we're going to stick strictly to the confirmed facts regarding the accident. No speculation, just relying solely on what official authorities and her family have shared with us. So here is how this heartbreaking sequence of events rapidly unfolded on Tuesday. It started super early, at 3 a.m., with a vehicle collision in Frederick, Maryland. Kaylee was rushed to a local hospital. Tragically, authorities later informed her family that her heart had stopped. And then, by Tuesday afternoon, her father Joshua bravely confirmed the news to the world via a deeply moving ASL livestream on Facebook. Based on official police and emergency statements, we do know a few more specifics about the crash. Kaylee was actually a passenger in the vehicle. The driver, a 19-year-old male, did survive with non-life-threatening injuries. Right now, the Frederick County Sheriff's Office is citing excessive speed as a suspected factor, but it's really important to keep in mind that this incident is still under active investigation. Okay, shifting gears here, let's talk about her career. Because Kaylee ascended in the entertainment industry at an astonishing pace. She was breaking massive barriers along the way. She didn't just casually enter Hollywood, she fundamentally changed the entire landscape of representation for deaf performers in major studio blockbusters. Get this, 9. That is how old she was when she first started her on-screen career. She kicked things off in commercials for Glide, which is a video messaging platform heavily used by the deaf and hard-of-hearing community. So even from day one, she was aligning herself with projects that really championed accessibility. And from there, her trajectory was just explosive. I mean, she catapulted from doing commercials to becoming the absolute emotional core of the gigantic MonsterVerse franchise. Her spectacular debut in 2021 as Gia in Godzilla vs. Kong was amazing, and she followed that up by returning for the 2024 sequel. That reprisal was so powerful, it actually earned her a Saturn Award nomination. But despite all of this massive global success, she stayed incredibly grounded. In an interview with the AU Review, she very humbly admitted she was actually surprised by the sheer scale of her character's journey. She said, "I didn't realize that it would be such a big character. It's such a crazy world that she is there in. It's just a really wonderful, honest peek into how she viewed this larger-than-life CGI universe that she was helping anchor." Now, her true impact, that extended way beyond the silver screen. She directly inspired the deaf and hard-of-hearing community. She showed millions of people that they absolutely belong in the biggest, loudest movies in the world. Coming from a multi-generational deaf family, she proudly used American Sign Language, the predominant natural sign language for deaf communities here in the US. And when she was on these massive movie sets, she worked directly with a dedicated ASL master to translate her English lines, which brought this incredible total authenticity to her performance. Her magnetic presence completely transformed the culture on set. Think about this. She inspired huge Hollywood veterans like Rebecca Hall and Alexander Skarsgård to learn ASL themselves, just so they could communicate with her directly without needing an interpreter. She completely normalized having deaf talent in the industry, proving once and for all that ASL is simply a language. It is definitely not a barrier. Her own words really capture her mission best. She told interviewers, "I'm acting in monster movies as a deaf person. I want deaf people to know that they can do that too, just like me." She completely understood the weight of her platform, she embraced it, and she provided this vital, authentic representation in a massive action franchise. And she followed that up with this really simple but profoundly powerful statement: there are no limits. Just think about that. That mindset is exactly why she became such a massive role model for so many young people around the world. She literally lived that truth every single day on set. Unsurprisingly, the news of her tragic passing has led to just a massive outpouring of grief and really heartfelt tributes. We're seeing it from Hollywood heavyweights, her fans, and her local community. It really is a testament to the sheer number of lives she touched in such a short time. You can see the profound respect she commanded just by looking at who is paying tribute. Her co-star Millie Bobby Brown said she was absolutely devastated and that Kaylee would be deeply missed. Rebecca Hall sent her heart out to the family. And Oscar-winning trailblazer Marlee Matlin captured the feeling perfectly, writing, "May her beauty and talent be a memory for eternity." But honestly, perhaps the most heartbreaking tribute of all came from her own mother, Ketsi. She shared this simple, devastatingly beautiful message in ASL right alongside a photo of her daughter. It just said, "Privileged to be your mom, Kaylee Hottle." Back at home, her classmates and teachers at the Texas School for the Deaf are also mourning the loss of the remarkably bright senior student. The Austin-based institution released a very solemn statement, confirming the heartbreaking news and asking everyone to keep Kaylee's loved ones in their thoughts as they navigate this tremendous loss together. So, as we look back on her brief but incredibly impactful 18 years, her legacy of breaking barriers is already shaping the future of Hollywood. I mean, she taught Kong how to sign. But honestly, more importantly than that, she taught the entire entertainment industry how to open its doors a little wider. To stay updated on this active investigation and for accurate, respectful breaking news as it happens, you can find the full article over at londoner.news/Kaylee Hottle died. Definitely make sure to follow londoner.news to stay informed on this developing story. Thank you so much for joining us for this explainer today. As we remember the incredible light she brought to the screen, we really have to ask ourselves, how will cinema ultimately remember the young star who forever changed what it means to be an action hero?